A new force has stormed Wall Street. Bullish, a crypto exchange built for institutional giants. Bullish isn't just another trading platform, it's a bridge between traditional finance and the digital asset revolution, offering security and scale for major players. The company also owns CoinDesk, giving it influence over both the market and the conversation. As big banks and investment firms rush into crypto, Bullish's focus on institutional clients sets it apart, making its IPO a pivotal event. The debut of Bullish on the New York Stock Exchange signals a turning point. Crypto is no longer fringe, it's entering the financial mainstream. In this video, we'll break down Bullish's IPO, its wild first day, and why this moment matters for the future of investing. So what exactly is an IPO? The term stands for Initial Public Offering, and it marks a major milestone in a company's journey. It's the moment when a private business decides to step onto the public stage, opening itself up to the scrutiny and excitement of the stock market. An IPO is when a private company sells shares to the public for the very first time, transforming from a closely held business into one owned by a wide range of investors, from Wall Street professionals to everyday people. This move opens the door to new investors and fresh capital, giving the company resources to grow, innovate, and compete on a much larger scale. For Bullish, going public meant raising a staggering $1.10 billion, an enormous boost that could fund expansion into new markets, invest in cutting-edge technology, and even acquire other companies to strengthen its position. Listing on the New York Stock Exchange isn't just about money. It brings instant credibility, making it easier to attract top talent, form strategic partnerships, and gain the trust of customers and investors worldwide. But the IPO process is anything but simple. It's a complex journey filled with legal paperwork, regulatory hurdles, and months of preparation. Investment banks play a crucial role. They help set the initial share price, market the offering to potential investors, and coordinate the entire launch to ensure everything goes smoothly. On IPO day, the excitement is palpable as the company's shares are introduced to the public for the first time, and everyone watches to see how the market will react. Bullish's IPO price was set at $37 per share, higher than many analysts predicted, signaling strong demand and optimism about the company's future. Once trading begins, the stock's price is determined by supply and demand, with buyers and sellers constantly influencing its value. This can lead to dramatic swings in price, especially in the first hours and days as the market tries to find the company's true worth. IPOs offer early investors the chance for significant gains if the stock soars, rewarding those who believed in the company from the start. But there's also real risk and volatility, as prices can fall just as quickly, and the market's judgment can be harsh and unpredictable. Understanding the IPO process helps you appreciate the high stakes and drama behind Bullish's Wall Street debut, and why it matters to investors, employees, and the company's future. Now let's dive in and see what happened when Bullish finally hit the market. Bullish's first trading day was nothing short of electric, with anticipation building for weeks leading up to the IPO. Investors, analysts, and traders alike had their eyes glued to the screens, waiting to see how this much-hyped company would perform in its public debut. Priced at $37 per share, Bullish's stock stunned the market by opening at a jaw-dropping $90, more than double what most experts had predicted. The opening bell was met with cheers and disbelief as the price shot up in seconds, instantly creating a buzz across financial newsrooms. Investor demand was so intense that the price soared to an astonishing $118 within minutes, triggering multiple trading halts as the exchange tried to cool the frenzy. Each halt only seemed to fuel the excitement, with social media lighting up and market commentators scrambling to keep up. This meteoric rise is rare, even for tech IPOs, and sent shockwaves through the trading floor. Seasoned traders exchanged looks of disbelief, while newcomers marveled at the spectacle unfolding before them. As the day wore on, early profit takers began to cash out, causing the price to settle from its dizzying highs. By the closing bell, Bullish's stock had found its footing at $70, a nearly 90% gain from the IPO price, still an incredible return for day-one investors. Bullish ended its debut session with a market capitalization exceeding $10 billion, instantly cementing its status as a new financial powerhouse and making headlines around the world. The wild ride from $37 to $118 and back to $70 perfectly captured the excitement, unpredictability, and raw emotion that define a major IPO. For many, it was a day that would be remembered for years to come. The next morning, the momentum continued as Bullish's stock climbed again, proving that investor confidence wasn't just a one-day phenomenon. The company's story was only just beginning. Bullish's explosive debut was a masterclass in market dynamics, investor psychology, and the power of hype, setting a new benchmark for what's possible in the world of IPOs. What fueled Bullish's wild price swings? The answer lies in a perfect storm of market forces, investor psychology, and the unique nature of the crypto industry itself. Hype, scarcity, and the volatile nature of crypto all played a part. The buzz around Bullish's public debut was impossible to ignore, with headlines and social media amplifying every twist and turn. Months of anticipation and a compelling story drew in both institutional and retail investors, eager to own a piece of the future of finance. For many, Bullish represented a rare opportunity to get in early on a company promising to bridge the gap between traditional finance and the fast-evolving world of digital assets. The crypto sector's reputation for rapid price moves spilled over, amplifying excitement and risk. Traders, both seasoned and new, were drawn in by the prospect of quick gains, but also faced the threat of sudden losses. Only 30 million shares were available, so demand far outstripped supply, driving prices sky-high. This scarcity effect made every share feel even more valuable, intensifying the scramble to buy in. Automated trading and momentum buyers piled in, pushing the stock even higher. Algorithms detected the surge and joined the frenzy, creating a feedback loop that sent prices soaring in minutes. Social media chatter and news coverage only added fuel to the fire, as FOMO, fear of missing out, gripped investors worldwide. When early investors cashed out, the price dropped, but the company's credibility, led by a former NYSE president and backed by Peter Thiel, kept interest strong. Many believed this leadership would help Bullish weather the storm and stabilize over time. Trading halts were triggered to stabilize the chaos, as the market searched for a fair price. These pauses gave everyone a moment to catch their breath and reassess the situation. In the end, Bullish's debut was more than just a stock listing. It was the market's attempt to price a company at the crossroads of old and new finance, and a glimpse into the future of investing. Bullish's IPO wasn't its first attempt to go public. In 2021, it tried a SPAC merger aiming for a $9 billion valuation, but regulatory hurdles forced a retreat. The SEC's scrutiny of crypto and SPACs led Bullish to regroup and wait for a better moment. Over 4 years, Bullish strengthened its business, grew trading volumes, and built credibility. By 2025, the regulatory landscape was clearer, and Bullish was ready, stronger, more mature, and with a proven track record. The patience paid off. Bullish's IPO valuation surpassed its original SPAC target, closing day one at over $10 billion. This journey highlights the shift in crypto from hype to sustainable, regulated growth. Bullish's story is one of resilience, timing, and strategic vision. It's a blueprint for how crypto companies can succeed in the public markets. Bullish's IPO landed in a red-hot market. 2025 saw a surge in IPOs, with 133 companies raising over $50 million each, a 58% jump from the previous year. Tech IPOs like Figma, Circle, and CoreWeave set the stage, fueling optimism for new listings. Meanwhile, crypto markets were booming. Bitcoin up 30%, Ethereum up 40%, and XRP up 57%. This double wave of IPO and crypto enthusiasm created the perfect launchpad for Bullish. Investors were hungry for exposure to both tech innovation and digital assets. Bullish's debut captured the spirit of a market ready for the next big thing. The biggest endorsement for Bullish came from Wall Street heavyweights BlackRock and ARK Invest, who pledged to buy up to $200 million in shares. BlackRock, once skeptical of crypto, now sees institutional-grade infrastructure as essential for the future of finance. Their investment in Bullish is both a financial bet and a strategic move to shape the industry. ARK Invest, led by Cathie Wood, is known for bold bets on disruptive tech and has long championed crypto innovation. For ARK, Bullish represents the backbone of a new, decentralized financial system. The convergence of these two giants, one traditional, one disruptive, signals Bullish's broad appeal and market validation. Their involvement fueled even more demand for Bullish shares. When both the old guard and the innovators line up, the market pays attention. Bullish's rise is powered by visionary leadership. CEO Thomas Farley, former NYSE president, brings unmatched expertise in institutional finance. Farley's strategy: build a crypto platform with the security, liquidity, and compliance that big investors demand. His vision is clear. Bullish sits at the center of crypto's institutional adoption. Backing from tech legend Peter Thiel adds another layer of credibility and forward-thinking strategy. This blend of Wall Street know-how and Silicon Valley innovation helped Bullish weather setbacks and seize the right moment to go public. The leadership team's resilience and connections attracted major investors and navigated regulatory challenges. Bullish's IPO is as much about its people as its technology. With this team, Bullish is poised to become a new giant in global finance. Bullish's IPO is more than a company milestone. It's a turning point for crypto's place in global finance. Listing on the NYSE with Wall Street's backing signals that digital assets are here to stay. Bullish's success shows that compliance, security, and institutional focus are the keys to mainstream acceptance. The IPO opens new doors for investors to access the crypto economy through traditional markets. Expect more crypto companies to follow Bullish's lead, expanding opportunities for everyone. The nearly 90% first-day gain is a powerful statement of belief in crypto's future. Bullish's debut marks the moment when institutional crypto adoption became a reality on the world's biggest stage.